Hey everyone, welcome back to another design tutorial in Adobe Xd, and today we'll be designing these awesome pop-up menus all inside Adobe Xd. As you can see, they're pretty cool, they're pretty snappy. One is obviously material design right here. So the first artboard is going to be an 800 by 800 artboard, just a square artboard to display the first one. So let's make sure this is 800 by 800. Perfect. And this one we're going to name number 1. Yeah, just like our designs, you know what I'm saying? Let's first make a circle. So the circle will be around 160 by 160. Let's keep it that way. And let's bring it down towards the bottom because we want it to be at the bottom. Inside web pages and applications, make sure you put these kind of buttons at the bottom. They're like floating action menus, so make sure they're towards the bottom. And let me quickly save this color. Save this color. Okay, so now the circle is set up. Let's change the color to this blue that we've already saved. It looks good. And we'll give this circle a shadow. Make sure it's 12 by 24 or 12 by 12, that's better. Make sure the opacity of this shadow is about 20 pixels, is about 20%. Perfect. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the pen tool. Pen tool is one of my favorite tools in Adobe Xd. And we'll just make a simple four-edged kind of almost a triangle, so as to say, but rather than 3 edges, we'll make sure it's 4. Just level it out just like that. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the top 2 edges and just double click on the on these anchor points, and just this one, hold option and bring just this one here closer. Perfect. For Windows, the shortcut will be to hold Alt and just bring one of these handles towards the anchor point, just like that. Perfect. Now we have this kind of like a fan, like a Chinese fan. I don't know what that's called. If somebody knows what that's called, please put that in the description, in the comments. And I'll have the same color here, but just make it slightly darker. Perfect. Now place this below this circle. Perfect. Okay, just to quicken the process, I'll be copying over some of these icons that I've created already. Right here, I've taken most of these icons from flaticons.com, so go ahead and check that website out. They are pretty cool icons for your projects. And just place these in line right here. So make sure there's a slight curve in that placement as well. Now I want a plus icon in the middle, so I'll choose the text and I'll say plus right there. Make sure this is much larger than this, and also make sure that this is a light weight, and the font that we're using is Roboto, and make sure this is white in color. Perfect. And we will go to object, go to path, and say convert to path. I like to have this in the center of the circle, so converting to path will allow us to do that. Let me make sure that it's in the center of the circle. Perfect. And I'll just group these both together, the circle and the plus icon. And with this element, what we're going to do is first duplicate the artboard by saying Command D. The entire artboard will be duplicated. And right here, what I want to do is first of all rotate this so that this is now a X or a cross for which says exit. And the next thing what we want to do is on the first screen, we will first bring all these icons towards this. So closer to this right here, just one on top of the other. Place them like that. Yeah, make sure they're one on top of the other, just like that. Perfect. And select all of these and just reduce the opacity to 0. Perfect. And double click on this triangle or this fan and just bring each of these together here. And what I want to do is double click on these anchor points to flatten them. That way you can just shift them from one end to the other. Perfect. Make sure that the shape is turned like this. Hold the shape and just say 0% opacity. Perfect. Now let's prototype this and bring this to life. If I click on this circle, I will get this arrow. I will shift this arrow to the second artboard, say Auto Animate, tap trigger, and here I want an ease out animation of 0.6 seconds. And on this X, we want it to come back and reduce the animation to 0.4 seconds. Everything is same. So let's test this out. If I click on this plus, see how this fans out? That's perfect. I love that. That's perfect. I really like this animation myself, and I don't know how I thought of it, but it's pretty cool. If I just reduce the animation timing, this will be better. Perfect. Let's move on to the next artboard, which will be the next animation. So let's go to design, back to design, and let's just duplicate this artboard right here and place it right below here. And we're going to say number 2. This is the second animation. And we'll just remove everything that is on the screen. Make sure it's completely empty. It is completely empty. And right here, I will bring this circle, copy this circle over, because sometimes replicating designs can be very useful. And I will give this gradient that I've already set up, and we'll leave this gradient right here and make sure that this plus icon is now black. Perfect. Now this suits the icon much more. And now what I want to do is I want to place 3 circles. So 1, and I will just duplicate these, place them right next to each other just like that, and remove the border and give this any color for right now. Actually, I have these 3 icons saved here. I will place these icons together right here and make sure that these circles are aligned according to these icons. So make sure that they're centered to these icons. Perfect. And the last one just like that. Perfect. Now what I want to do is I want to double click on these circles, and when we double click on these circles, as you can see, this ellipse should become a path. If I just move these anchor points right or left, it should change into this path, right? You want all of these to change into paths, so make sure you kind of edit or fidget around with these anchor points just a little bit, and that's perfect. Just a little bit, just make sure that all of these are now paths. Perfect. So now what we want to do is we want to select all 3 circles and this one circle as well. Let me just ungroup the circle, just this circle and all 3 of these circles, and here go to add on the right panel here, click on add, and as you can see the gradient is now shared with these 3 buttons. And what I'm just going to do is just going to move this down a little bit. Perfect. And now the last step to this process would be first duplicate this, and here what I want to do in the first artboard, I want to bring these circles just inside this bigger circle and double click on these circles and just edit these anchor points to fit from edge or from corner of the circle to the other corner, just like this. Perfect. It can make a weird kind of a jelly kind of a shape, that's fine. And I want all 3 circles just fitting in just like that. So just fit these circles, just adjust these anchor points just like that. Perfect. That is how you will get the jelly or the snappy effect. First let's bring this circle in, the last circle as well, and just fidget around with the anchor points to bring them from one edge to the other, just that fills the circle more. Perfect. Now let's bring these closer right here and make sure the opacity is 0, so 0% opacity right here. And let's just quickly prototype this now and see the magic come to life. Bring the arrow to the second artboard and say Auto Animate, which has already been set. Go to Snap, and for this we want 0.6 seconds. And here, one last thing that we want to do is rotate this plus and turn it into a cross or an exit sign. And just bring this prototype from right to left as well. Make sure it's about 0.2 seconds coming back. And let's try this out now. If I click on this plus, see how it animates like this jelly effect almost coming out of this circle. And the gradient also animates and moves around a little bit as well. So it looks really, really good. You can adjust this and make this your own, use your own colors and imagination. So let's move on to the third design. Third design is going to be pretty impressive. What is the third design? I forgot. Okay, so for the third design, we will make certain changes to the circle. First, let's move everything out. Make sure there's nothing here. For this assignment, we'll just delete the circle and we will put a circle around this plus icon. And we'll remove the fill, and all we want here is the border, right? So make sure that this border is somewhat towards the reddish pinkish zone, and make sure that this border is about 8 pixels in size. Let's try that out. Yeah, 8 pixels is fine. It's just perfect. And the plus icon will definitely be the same color as the border that we've already set up right here. Perfect. Make sure that this plus icon is thicker, so just give it a border about 4. Perfect. And make sure that the border is the same color as the inner color. Perfect. Now what we want to do is here we want to take this circle and put this circle just above this plus icon, and double click on all these anchor points to flatten this circle out so it becomes a square. And just move these right here towards the top and create a basic rectangle right here just above this plus icon. Don't take it too far away, and make sure that this is now centered. Perfect. And closer to the plus, of course. And we will give this a fill of the same color, which is reddish pink. Perfect. And here what I want to do is I want to make a quick list, and I'll just copy the list over from the original design. So I brought over this list from the original design, make this much smaller, just place it right here. Perfect. Now we have a small list to open up to, and what we're going to do is just group this list together right here, group it and bring it down. Now what we want to do is duplicate this artboard, and in the first artboard we'll make the main changes. Here what we want to bring this group of text closer towards this plus icon, and we'll hide this. So to hide it, say command colon or control colon, and just hide this right there. And now what I want to do is here is the tricky part. First I'll remove the fill completely, and I'll make sure that this turns into a circle. Turn this into a circle. First of all, make this much smaller right here. Make sure it's centered to this plus icon. Perfect. And I will make sure that this is much smaller actually. Yeah, perfect. Now I will double click on these anchor points to make them curved out, and this will produce a circle. To get better results for a circle, what we can do is just quickly make a circle and trace this over that. Just place it in the background and make sure it kind of fits, the entire circle right here. Just adjust these anchor points right here. Perfect. And that's pretty much it. I'll just remove this ellipse from the background. You can refine this more. I'm just leaving it like that. And let's prototype this. Make sure if you click on this circle, bring the arrow to the second artboard and say snap 0.5 seconds. Let's give that, and auto animate is set. And this plus icon, I always forget to rotate it to make a cross. We'll make it a cross, and I'll prototype this to come back to the first artboard right here. And make sure this is much faster, 0.2 seconds, and we'll preview this. And if I click on this circle right here, see how it turns into this menu perfectly, and it's a snappy animation, looks like a jelly sort of, and that's pretty cool. Let's move on to the last icon, which is the last floating menu, which is obviously the material design menu. And if you go to material design, to the material design material.io website, you'll be able to check it out and for yourself. I'll just copy this first circle from over there to here. Perfect. And I'll change this from blue to black, just completely black, and make sure that this is much thicker. So make sure this is a border of 2 and it's white right here. Perfect. And this is pretty much material right here. Now what I want to do is make a rectangle. This is pretty simple. This is one of the simple buttons here. Make a rectangle, and at the bottom of the rectangle I'll place this black sort of menu right here, action button. And I've already downloaded the edit button right here, so I'll make sure that this edit button is white. And it's vanished. Oh, here it is. And I'll place this about 20 pixels from the edge of the left edge, and place text here which says compose new or whatever. And you can write anything right here, and make sure this text is slightly smaller. Make sure that this text is Roboto, because Roboto goes best with if you're going for just material design. And the background here, it should have no border, and it should have a shadow of 6 by 12 right here, and it should be about 20% in opacity. Perfect. That's the material. It looks much more material in nature. And I'll just group everything right here. And just for context, I'll place in circles right here. Perfect. And make sure this is slightly grayed out, just a material grayed out button right here, like an avatar. And place them right here. Perfect. 3 are fine, 3 will go, and just group all of these things together. And let's duplicate this artboard, and on the first artboard we'll make the changes, and we'll just hold shift and just make this much smaller. Bring it right here and make sure this is hidden. So say command colon or control colon to hide this, and as you can see it's now hidden. It has this eye icon which has a cross, and perfect. And let's prototype this now. And in the second artboard, make sure that this circle, the ellipse that we have at the background, is also hidden. So just say command colon to hide that right there. And let's prototype this. On this menu we will go to, and I will say ease in out here, and we want it to be about 0.2 seconds. It should be a snappy animation. Auto Animate is set, and if I click anywhere on this artboard it should come back. And yeah, ease in out again, 0.2 seconds is fine. Let's check this out. There you go, plain simple material design. You can maybe make this much better. I'm just showing you how you can make it. And yeah, so that was today's video. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. That'll be awesome. And also click on that bell icon to get my videos before everybody else. And hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video every Monday and Thursday. God bless.